realized the National Park Service was requested by the Department of the Interior to do much the same thing. Scrap whatever you can in your park. So what in the battlefield would you be scrapping? The monument and cannon. Yeah, you know. Take them into howitzers and Shermans. Nobody will notice, right? So, you know, today, you know, we talked about the importance of recycling to save democracy, to conserve parks like this. In the 1940s, though, that is the first recycling effort, and it's not to save the environment, it's to save perhaps democracy itself. And everybody, you know, from age 3 to age 75 is asked to pitch in on this, including the park rangers of Gettysburg National Military Park. The superintendent of the time name was J. Walter Coleman, and he wrote to the director of the National Park Service in October of 1942, and he said, "From the park, we have accumulated 18 tons of miscellaneous metal, obsolete signs, iron fence, and worn-out equipment. At the same time, and in addition to the 18 tons, we sold a pickup truck, 1 motorcycle, a tar heater, 1 sedan, and 1 panel body truck. 38 tons of stacked ornamental cannonballs have also been removed in this process. Our survey indicates that 194 piles of cannonballs, weighing a total of approximately 60,000 pounds, has been obtained. According to present indications, our total contribution to the war effort should be in excess of 200,000 pounds of metal." So this is a really precarious situation that these park rangers find themselves in. They have to prioritize what monuments and ornamentation and interpretive text they have to get rid of first. And they're trying desperately to fight this, as you can well imagine, as any good Park Service folk in the audience would. And they try to be selective, and ultimately they do a pretty good job of this. Coleman, the superintendent, really strives to save these historical resources. And director of the National Park Service, Newton Drury, at the time, he said, "You are to be congratulated upon the success of your scrap metal drive. Such accomplishments will make possible the permanent preservation of the historic cannons and artistically valuable memorials in the National Military Park." All that said, the park rangers nevertheless had to have a contingency plan. If the war went on for an extended period, if it was uncontrollable, if it went on into 1946, 1947, we may have to remove and melt down some of the truly artistic and historically valuable memorials and monuments here on the battlefield. And so what they did from that point on is that they prioritized the monuments and tablets and such and put them in phases. Okay, phase 1, we're going to remove this. Phase 2, we're going to remove this, if the War Department deems it necessary. And so here's how it was all going to break down. Monuments and cannons prioritized, they were put into the following prioritization levels. Material removal number 1 for the park, the Army of Northern Virginia tablets that are located along here on West Confederate Avenue. Phases 2 through 4 included numerous War Department plaques and tablets, many of which are located among various avenues here. Phase 5, 197 bronze cannons, original to the Civil War, weighing 229,000 pounds in total. Phase 6, the removal of 317 regimental and state monuments weighing a total of 54,000 pounds. Things got really desperate. The War Department was going to come in and take apart all the regimental monuments to be melted down. Phase 8, busts and statues, including all Union equestrian statues and standing figure sculptures, including General Meade, General Hancock, all the really prominent celebrated ones on the battlefield. And Phase 9, and this is revealing, the last monuments that were going to be scrapped, if necessary, the Virginia Memorial, the North Carolina Memorial, and the Alabama Monument, all located along West Confederate Avenue. this really tells us something about historical interpretation in the 1940s and what the National Park Service deemed to be most important to visitors' understanding of the Battle of Gettysburg. They were going to leave the Virginia Monument with Robert E. Lee, the Alabama Monument, and the North Carolina Monument. They were going to keep this monument before they got rid of George Meade's statue, or after George Meade's statue. The victor of Gettysburg. He was going to go before the defeated were. And so it really tells us something about how people in the 1940s looked at history.